I went through every single update on the changelog and I picked my top 10, and I'm gonna be telling you what I think are the top 10 updates ever in Theme Park Tycoon 2. There are over 400 updates ever in Theme Park Tycoon 2, so top 10 was kind of hard to pick, but I guess here's my list. So I couldn't find exactly where it was. This was the only one I couldn't really find where it was, but I know it's in here somewhere, and it was the update where they had new sequencers. Guys, this update was so good. You can actually start making water shows and fireworks shows and stuff like that with sequencers. Let's get one right here. If you don't know what it is, it's basically just this little gray box that kind of looks like a cashier thing. Honestly, if I'm not using it for a show, then I'm just using it as a cashier kind of like place where you put your money, because it kind of looks like that. I'll do a little demonstration. So we'll get a little bit of fireworks right here. We'll get a firework, this, oh, not the expensive one. We'll get a sphere. A sphere is a pretty good one. And what you do is you go into the sequencer, you can add and duplicate settings. You add one of these, you place it, and whenever you run through the sequencer, whenever it runs to one of these, it like activates it. You don't even have to press it. Let's say at 1 second I want it to activate and I want it to go up super fast like that. At 1 second, it's gonna launch up and explode. And yeah, that's basically sequencers. You can do that with water emitters, you can do it with fire emitters, you can do it with like, what else can you do? Smoke emitters, I think. And I think with like TNT and stuff too. It's just pretty expensive though. I think it's like 7,000. Yeah, it's 7,500 for a sequencer, but it is so worth it. You can do so many things with this sequencer. So keep that one in mind. That's a really good one. So that's a pretty worthy top 10 update on this list. Now, number 9 was actually kind of a recent one. It was Materials Smooth Continuous and Motorcycle Coaster. That was version 388. Let's find that really fast. So in this version, you got the motorcycle coaster, we got the redesigned junior coaster, and we got a lot of new item materials, which we so needed, guys, because we did not have enough materials. And then a ton of other like small things, but mostly those 3 things. So I'll show you the materials if you don't really know them. We don't need an item. We can go to paint, and then we can go to plastic right here, and there are so many materials that we could use. We could use salt. Let's grab a little primitive and kind of test it on the primitive. Okay, we'll place a couple primitives here. So we could use salt, which was completely new. We had also a new, all these are old until you get to about rock rough, and that's when it starts getting new. Look at that. What the heck? And then there's also ground. That one's actually a pretty cool one. I haven't used it, but it's pretty cool. Asphalt I haven't used either, but this one I think would be a really cool ground texture, like for the grounds and paths of your park. That would be a really good material. Snow was also a pretty good one. It kind of looks more like concrete than snow, but you know, if you wanted snow to look like that, it's fine. Pavement is one of the best ones. This is really good with floors basically anywhere. Mud was kind of weird. Doesn't really look like mud. This mud really just looks like the rock. It's just darker. Leafy grass was a really good one. That is probably should make it green because it's grass. See, that's, oh no, not that green, like darker green, like that is a really good color. And then we got other ones like sandstone, limestone, salt, glacier. Glacier's one I used a lot actually for like frosting on cakes, believe it or not. It kind of looks like frosting. Cracked lava is a really cool one too. What if we make it like a lava color? See, look, that looks so cool. This is probably one of my favorites, but the most useful one is probably pavement right here, and leafy grass is pretty useful too. So that's gonna be my number 9. And now my number 8 was credits, missions, and skins. This was like the newest update we've gotten, and it was just really cool. We added credits, a whole new thing that's credits. You can, with credits, you can like make things so you get money faster. Like if you go down here, you have a double income boost for all your stuff, which is really cool. And you can also get new skins on rides. So let's get the junior coaster. I got a new skin on that one. And also with the skins, to get more credits, if you don't want to pay Robux or whatever, you can just like do missions, which people will like spawn in missions. Like they'll have a little mission for you and you can do it, and you have like an hour to do it, which is not bad. One of the skins I got was this one. Oh my gosh, guys, this is like the best skin ever. This is so cool. So yeah, we just got a ton of skins. There's like an octopus one too, which is really cool. Not for this ride, for a different ride. And for this ride, there was some like, look, we got an airplane right here, and we got a caterpillar. I'm so glad it's not just this orca, because that orca, there's not a lot of orca rides around the world, but these, like, if you have so many more options, it's so much better. So I'm glad they added that. And so that was basically that entire update, and that was my number 8. So my number 7 was one I was super excited about. We also need a couple primitives for this one, but it was the new colors. Guys, there's unlimited amount of colors that you can do now. It was a game pass, so I did have to pay Robux for it, but look, there are literally an infinite amount of colors that you can paint now. Before it was just this, if you didn't know, it was just this. Like, I think there's like 200 and something colors in here, and you can just use these colors. Now, boom, infinite amount of colors. Look, now instead of just that green and a couple other greens, you could do like super almost white green, probably white. Yeah, that's like 100% white. You could do like this kind of weird limey green. You could do like really dark green. It's so much better. So that I think is a worthy number 7 as well. Number 6 is resizing, which I feel like it should be maybe a little higher on the list, but I mean, it's on number 6, it's fine. So resizing, basically, if you don't know what that means, you can grab one of these and you can resize it. Look at that. So basically, you can just make items bigger and smaller, and like, it's so much better. Before, you could only use this cube. Like, if you wanted to make rocks, you could just place this cube and this cube and this cube, all these different kinds of cubes. But now, all you need to do instead of switching the cubes is just make them a different size. Look, now I can have way different sized rocks and make it like so much more believable. Look at that. And it's also super easy. It's not that hard to resize stuff. So yeah, I'm glad that update came in. Number 5 was a version from a while ago, but it was just getting the painter tool. This tool right here, number 7, painter. We didn't have that once. It was version 85. Let's see what else came with version 85. So probably way down here. Oh my gosh, there are so many. Oh my goodness, where's 85? Okay, this is 85. We've got the Ferris wheel, which is a really nice ride. So I'm glad we got the Ferris wheel. But the painter tool for improved color modification. Before, what you had to do to paint was like, let's say you had a couple bushes and crystals. Before, you had to come in here and change the colors for like manually each one, but now you can just get one set of colors and paint them all that set. So I think that's a pretty worthy one. That's a really important update. Now, number 4 is getting precision mode and new fonts for the signs. So if we go to signs right here, I think we didn't have any fonts or just a couple fonts, but look at all these new fonts that we can use. We can use special elite, we can use highway. I think before it was either one font or like just a couple like these right here, but now there's so many more fonts, makes it so much better. And the main thing for this one was precision build mode. Guys, you see these arrows? We couldn't do this before. We couldn't go up and down and sideways and rotating. We couldn't do that. Now we can. Okay, so we are now at the top 3. And before we start doing the top 3, make sure to do that. Just do it right now and you won't regret it. I promise. Okay, now that you've subbed to Kizy, the next one, number 3, is new plots. Guys, we used to have so many less plots than we have right now. This space right here, you see all this grass? We had like almost none of that. Let me show you. So this update specifically was the 12 new plots in the back, which are these 12 right here. These right here. But there was also another update that added these 4 and these 4. So it used to be like this kind of box. But I'm so glad they added the 12 in the back too, because those are really important. So basically, before all of these plot updates, it used to be just this line right here all the way there. So we didn't have any of these outside plots at all. So that update was specifically for the 12 in the back. It was a game pass to get the 12, but I'm glad they made a game pass because I need those 12 plots for my parks. So I needed that one. And now for number 2, drum roll please, one of the best updates ever, because it's number 2, so it's probably one of the best, is disable collisions and the dive coaster. Oh, I forgot to mention also that number 2 had the hybrid coaster. That's like the wooden coaster, but like steel and better. The disable collisions, if you don't know what that is, it's basically this right here. You see disable collisions. So before disable collisions, all we could do was place a block like this, like side to side, up and down, kind of like Minecraft, you know, like good old Minecraft right here. Now what you can do is move it anywhere you want. Look, ready? You can move it here, or you can move it there, or there, or basically you can collide between different blocks and it won't ever like tell you not to do it. So yeah, disable collisions, and we got the dive coaster, which is the long one. You know that one? I'll show you that one if you don't know it. This really long one right here, it's like, what is it? Like 6 seats across. This is the dive coaster. It's a pretty cool coaster. I like it. But I'm glad we got disable collisions. Oh, there's a mission. Should we do a mission? I don't know if we should do a mission. Can you get me some slushy? No. Okay. So that was number 2, disable collisions. Without disable collisions, we also wouldn't be here. I think disable collisions was a little more important than precision mode, because without the disable collisions, you can't really do precision mode. So yeah, it's important. Are you guys ready for the number 1 update ever in Theme Park Tycoon 2? Are you guys ready for this update? It's insane. Ready, guys? Drum roll, please, for the number 1 update ever. And it's right here. Oh, wait, no, it's not right there. Wait, let me find it first. Okay, here is the number 1 update. And actually, it is literally the first update ever. Version 1, the public release. So without the public release, we wouldn't really have this game. And so I counted it as the number 1 update because it's the thing that made everything else. Sorry if that was a letdown, but I think it was important to have the public release as the number 1 update, because without the public release, we don't have disable collisions or precision mode or whatever else I said in the video. So that's my number 1. Now we have a little bonus one. This is the worst update ever in Theme Park Tycoon 2 that I'm about to tell you. And the worst update ever, are you guys ready for the worst update ever? It's the version 371. It's no more jukebox game pass. That was the version where they took away the jukebox game pass because the music got freaking ruined by Roblox. And so yeah, so basically we can't really have music, or it's a lot harder to get music. It just kind of sucks now. Before you could do like any music on Roblox, now it's just like a very specific amount of music, and it's not even that good of music. And so yeah, so that's like the worst update ever, honestly. Probably the worst one because it impacted us negatively. So that was it. I do have some bonus updates that I couldn't mention because it's not top 10, but it's still really good. We got drop tracks. That was version 410. So we got the drop tracks and the tumble train, which were really, really good things to the game. So I'm glad we got drop tracks and like elevator tracks. We also had the new UI rework. So like all of these buttons were like different. They were like squares, not like this. And I kind of got used to the new UI and I really like it. So I think that was a worthy one to mention. And then the last one was fireworks. We didn't have fireworks until that update, and so I'm glad we have fireworks now. And so yeah, those were the 3 kind of like honorable mentions. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I don't know what you're gonna get out of this video. I hope you were entertained, I guess. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video, if you ever watch my channel again, hopefully.